Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber or returning viewer, if this is your first time to my channel and it's your first time seeing my face, then hello and welcome. Please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, to share this video, but most importantly, to subscribe and click on the post notification bell to be notified every time I post a video. And feel free to leave a comment down below. So on today's video, I'll be doing a never have I ever breastfeeding edition. Since I don't drink alcohol, I have my little, drink here. It's just like cold drink, Sprites, a little strawberry, and some mint, so that at least it tastes nice and it looks cute. So if there's something that I have done, then I'm gonna take a sip. So play along, down in the comment section. If there's something that you have done, share your story. Let's just laugh about it, just to celebrate breastfeeding, because I know how hard it is for other people. And for me personally, it was hard to breastfeed. I breastfed for like a year. Other people only breastfed for 3 months, 6 months, or whatever it is. So if you are someone that found it so hard to breastfeed, or you're maybe embarrassed about some moments, share it down below so that other mommies can see that, what, there's nothing to be worried about. And for new time moms also to be like, it's okay, to do these things. You are a mom after all, you are human, and it's fine. The questions, or the statements rather, that I found them on Facebook. There's this breastfeeding Facebook group that I have. So I thought it would be fun for me to do this as one of my videos, something that we can laugh about, and realize that breastfeeding, although it's such a beautiful thing, but it's nothing to be, it's something that you can actually laugh about once you're done. And even if you're still in the process, just to know that you're not the only one. Other mommies go through the same thing as you are. So I'm gonna write the points here on the screen, and I'll just see how much I've got. There's 20 statements, and comment down below how many you have done. So without blabbing too much, let me just get straight into it. So the first one is, never have I ever expressed milk. I have expressed milk, especially in the beginning of my pregnancy, since I have like big boobs and inverted nipples, meaning my nipples are like flat. So it was a struggle for my baby to breastfeed um around that time. So I had to express. So it was, at first it was hectic, but then I got used to it, and it was just a way of life. But I was also consistent in breastfeeding up until my daughter, learned how to latch on my breast, and then I just stopped. Number two, never have I ever accidentally squirted milk. I did. I think especially when you like expressing, it's just so easy to like, by accident, like sometimes I did it even though it wasn't for accident, just to see if I did have any milk coming out of my breast. So yes. And then number three, never have I ever leaked in public. mm, does being in the hospital count? I don't think it does. Hey, not really. I only leaked in the hospital because they gave us this other pills to, to help with milk production. But apart from that, not really. I never really leaked in public because as I've mentioned that I have big boobs, so my milk supply wasn't like a lot. It was just okay. It was, I don't know if I can say it was okay, but it wasn't like a lot. So I never really leaked in public because I did buy breast pads, but I never really used them. So no, I haven't. And then number four, Never have I ever awoken in a pool of milk. No, no, I haven't. Number five, never have I ever worried about my milk supply. I did definitely, especially while I was still pregnant. People would tell me that, yeah, if you have big boobs, like you gonna produce little milk, it's gonna be hard for your baby and whatnot. So obviously, something that I worried about. And when I started breastfeeding, it was so hard to breastfeed since I had inverted or flat nipples. So I was always worried about my milk supply. And when I was also expressing milk, when you begin, obviously you don't get a lot, like this, you don't get a lot of milk. So it obviously stressed me out. It worried me, and I felt that my baby was not getting enough. But then I just, I was just consistent, and then up until my milk supply improved. And then number six, never have I ever cried over spilled milk. No, I haven't. Because I never really spilled milk, eh? No, I didn't. If I did, I would have definitely cried because my milk supply wasn't a lot. And if I had like spilled milk, definitely I would cry. But I never did. So I never cried about it. Number seven, never have I ever used lactation cookies. Cookies, no. But I did use pills, so I'll take a little sip. um, I had pills since I was worried about my milk supply in the beginning. Obviously, went to a doctor, and then I told the doctor that I had issues, and then they prescribed me something, and then I drank pills to help with my milk supply, but not really cookies. But yeah, I did use pills. Number eight. Never have I ever thought about giving up. Many times, many times. Oh, it's hectic, especially once your nipple cracks. Like it's so painful. So there's so many times that I wanted to give up. At some point, I thought I was just gonna breast milk up, and I'm just gonna breastfeed up until my baby's 6 months. I was just like, I cannot take it. But then the way our formula is so expensive, especially here in South Africa, like it is, I'm sure all around the world it's expensive. So the way it's so expensive, I thought, oh, no man, I'm an unemployed mom. It's not gonna work. I'm always gonna be broke. So I was like, no. So I thought, you know what? Let me breastfeed up until she is one. But definitely, there was times that I wanted to give up. Number nine, never have I ever fed in public. Who hasn't? Who hasn't? If you have never, then like good for you, mommy, good for you. But I have, especially on days when my baby has to go to the clinic because the queue is so long. So I had no choice. Literally, even if I did have a choice or whatever the outcome might be, it never really bothered me to breastfeed in public. Sometimes if you're in a mall and your baby is crying and your baby wants the breast, I did breastfeed in public. It never bothered me. I was never even embarrassed to know to like take it out. And no, what, gotta do what you gotta do. And then number 10, never have I ever tasted your own milk. No, I haven't. Honestly, I haven't. And this is like so weird because it's like you allow your baby to drink your milk, but you wouldn't taste your own milk. I don't know. I was just so. I don't know. I never did. Hey, I never did. Because my little sister would ask, how does your breast milk taste? I'm like, I don't know. And she'd be like, taste it. And I'm like, no. It's just, I don't know. Hey, yeah, I don't know. So, but I never did. Number 11. Never have I ever been bitten on the boob. I'm gonna take a big, 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 big gulp here. I have, and hey, it is so painful. It is so painful, and I think that is also one of the reasons why I wanted to give up, because especially once your baby starts teething, like it is just the worst. But you know what? You just, soldier on. And for me, it's like my pain tolerance is so low. So maybe that's why it was so painful for me. Because I've heard other mummies, when I meet them and ask them, like, yeah, no, my baby bites me. But they never really made it a big deal. Whereas for me, I'm like, yo, you know. So definitely. And then number 12. Never have I ever fallen asleep while feeding. Uh, Not really, hey. With me, when I had to breastfeed, I always had to like sit up straight because my breasts hang low and my nipples are like at the bottom, so I couldn't really breastfeed while I'm like laying down. So I always had to sit, and I also had to like um hold my breast in a certain way so that they don't suffocate my baby. So maybe that's why I was so afraid to fall asleep. Yes, I would like close my eyes, but like fall asleep, nah, nah. Number 13. Never have I ever used breast milk as a remedy. I did. I did. Because, when I don't know if it's like that in every culture, but I know it's like mainly in like the African community, especially like older moms. They'll tell you use breast milk if your baby's eyes are like painful or if they have like blocked nose. And because I'm someone that grew up having like pains, like cramps, like period cramps, and all those things, um, it's something that I didn't want my baby to have. So I remember we had a conversation at a clinic with this other older lady. I don't can't remember exactly how the conversation started, but I went on telling her, what, growing up I had a lot of painful period pains, and so I always thought that maybe I had a problem and I would never like be able to conceive and all those things. And I'm like, cause now I have a baby girl, I'm scared that she might obviously have the same problem. And then she was like, no, take your breast milk and then drop a few drops inside her lady parts, then it's gonna help. So definitely I used that. And when my baby's nose were blocked, I would also drop a bit of breast milk in her nose. So definitely I used breast milk as a remedy. Number 14. Never have I ever hand expressed. I did, hey? Because when my baby was still young, I had to hand express because I didn't have a pump. So I didn't have a pump because after I got out of the hospital, I thought, you know what, it will get better. Because at the hospital where I gave birth, the nurses were actually nice. They would encourage me. They were like, no, just keep on feeding the baby. Your baby will get used to your boob. And also, once I got home, I started obviously having a problem with breastfeeding. So I didn't have a pump at that time. So I had to like hand express. Yo, it was hectic. My mom would help me. My mom would also like express my boob for me. So up until my mom got me a breast pump. So yes, I did hand express. Number 15. Never have I ever had mastitis. Oh yeah, I hope I'm pronouncing it all correct. I'll put a name here on the screen and the definition of it. So no, I haven't. No, I haven't. No, I haven't. And then number 16. Never have I ever been in go. Never have I ever been engorged. I think that's how you pronounce it. But I'll also leave the name on the screen because I might be butchering these names. Uh, I did a bit, but not a lot. When I stopped breastfeeding, because now your body doesn't know yet that obviously you're not breastfeeding anymore. So my boobs would fill up, so they'll be very swollen and very painful. But it's painful, but it gets better. So yes. Number 17, never have I ever seen a lactation consultant. Well, this one I'll take a little sip, mainly because it wasn't really a lactation consultant, as in like by profession, because I know there are other people that literally study to be a lactation consultant, or but it was a nurse at our local clinic. I went in for my baby's checkup. So obviously, as we're talking, she's asking me, "Oh, is it your first child? How is motherhood and all those things?" So I tell her that my baby, I have a problem with breastfeeding. So she told me to sit, and then she told me how to sit. I have to sit, with a straight back. And then when I hold my baby, make sure that my baby's tummy is touching my tummy, and how I hold the baby, and I shouldn't like hold the baby's head because that's like disturbing for them, and how to hold my boob and all those things. So in a way, I kind of did get that session because I think as people, you assume that, okay, since I'm a mom, I just take my boob and I feed. And for other mommies, I know it's easy, especially if your boobs are not boobs, boobs, boobs. Especially if your breasts are not as huge. Number 18. Never have I ever had nip lash. No, I haven't. And then number 19. Never have I ever fed laying down. I took a tiny sip because I think I did it once and it wasn't really a success, since I think I've already mentioned about my big breasts. So yeah, I did it like once or twice. Like I didn't know. I did it once and then it didn't work out. And I tried it again. I thought, okay, maybe I was impatient, but then it never worked out. So kinda did it, kinda didn't. So yeah. And then the last, but then not the least one, never have I ever felt like a mug making superhero. Cheers to you if you have. Well, for me personally, no. I've never felt like that, eh? And maybe because I never really felt about it, and no, I don't think I saw myself as a mug making superhero. No. No, 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 no. But yeah, this is the end of our questions. I hope you really, really enjoyed. And, please engage and just comment as a mom, like, what are the things that you have done or you haven't done? And, something that you felt like, oh, wow, do other mommies also experience this? Or is it something that you have experienced that you feel like other mommies have never experienced? So comment that down below. Cheers. Thank you for watching till the end. If you did, please consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. Give this video a big thumbs up. Share it with another mommy that is going through breastfeeding and you just want to encourage them, to tell them that, what, it's okay. It's okay to do all those things. There isn't really a manual to how to breastfeed, as long as your baby is getting enough milk and your baby is healthy. Catch you in my next video. Bye.